on my personal Facebook page, and I have said it on Instagram if you follow me in any of those places, that today we are talking about use it or lose it. The truth about your makeup expiring. And I want you to get as much as possible out of this video, but we're going to keep it short and sweet because you know that is something that we have been focusing on in 2020 is for me to give you videos that are like condensed, like you can just take what you need out of it. It's not going to take you sometimes it takes you 10 to 15, but it's not going to take you like 16, 17 plus minutes to be able to digest all of this. Hey, Kim. So here's the quick intro, and then we're going to jump right in. My name's Keela Fowler. I'm the founder and CEO of 85 Beauty, and it is all about Sometimes when I get really excited, I talk really fast, and then I just get all of my words combined. So let me slow down. 85 Beauty is all about kicking intimidation to the curb and showing you how makeup can feel easy and accessible. And today specifically, the way that we are going to do that, I'm going to talk to you about the investment that you make in your makeup and how you may be literally throwing money in the trash. And I say that with a smile because I'm going to teach you how to stop doing that. So it's going to be great. Give me a hot second because I got to share it out. There's no way that I can make sure everyone who needs and wants to see this video is going to be able to do so if I don't just take a moment, share it, give everybody an opportunity to see what is going on. So I just quickly go ahead and type in a few quick things and we're good to go. What I do need to know though is how is the quality? I'm trying to figure out if my internet is being weird or if it's just a matter of Mercury's in retrograde. I don't follow all of that, but I know that it can do some weird technology things. So I need to know sooner rather than later if this is giving time because sometimes it does, and it's just a bummer when that happens. So let me know if it's acting up. That way I can try to fix it. Alrighty, let's see how we're doing. And then we do that, and we check that, and then we post, and we should be good to go. Okay. I think we're good. All right, let's get into it. So, as always, if you have questions, comments, drop them in the comment box. Give me a wave, say hello, let me know that you're here, especially if you're watching on the replay. I love to know who's watching the videos and tell me anything that you're getting out of it that is helpful, that's resonating for you. So far, so good. Awesome. Thank you, Kim. Okay, on Saturday, because I just need to introduce y'all to Murph. Okay, my sweet baby koala right here. This is Murph. Murph, okay, it's hard to point backwards. This is Murph. Murph is adorable. He's not judging you. My friend said that. She's like, I feel like every time I'm on here watching your videos, he's judging me. He's not. He's loving and he's sweet, and it's the only equivalent of a pet that I have. So that's Murph. Say hello. He's a sweet baby. Okay, now, here's the thing. I want you to think about when you buy a car. Even if you haven't bought a car before, right? We have like a variety of ages watching these videos, including my nieces. So, babes, I know you haven't bought a car, but let's think that through. Here's what happens. The moment that you drive that car off the lot, it does this thing called it depreciates. Instantly, you lose value on the vehicle, which seems, first of all, just completely unfair. And second of all, thanks, Kim, right? Murph is so sweet. It's unfair. But second of all, it's also like, but I didn't do anything wrong. And it almost kicks you into gear that like, I better take care of this thing and I had better get the most out of it because I have already dropped a significant amount of money. Yeah? Here's where that hurts you when it comes to makeup. What I am seeing happening, you're telling me all the time, is that like, you save up to buy something special and you buy it and then you hold it like a dear treasure, right? It's on your vanity. It's beautiful. You dust it when it gets a little dusty. You make sure everyone can see it because like, you know that that was something that was an investment. But here's the problem. You're not using it. And because you're not using it, it's going bad. Hi, Diane. It's so good to see you. Your makeup's going bad. Makeup does expire. We don't talk about it, but it's real. So what happens often is that there is on the bottle or on the box or wherever your package is, there's a little symbol on there. And it normally looks like a container that has like an open top. And in there, it's going to give you some kind of number and an M. So it might be like 24M. This is typically for powders. It's saying 24 months. That's how long you have to use that item. And I don't want you to get too stuck between like shelf time versus the time you take it home. Like, don't stress yourself out about that. Just consider from the moment that you bring it home until the end of that expiration date, that's how much time you have to use it. Okay? So here's what's happening. Because you buy this amazing item, and you're like, oh my gosh, I invested in it, it was great. It's depreciating the moment that you purchase it. So I'm going to give you some math because I am a teacher. Hi, Tracy, and I teach math regularly. Definitely we are into the decimals unit, so this is perfectly appropriate for today. I want you to have some real numbers to understand, okay? Let's be real. Makeup is expensive. No matter how much you spend on it, you want to get the most. So you have to use it. Make sure you're using your makeup. So let's say that you spend $30 on a mascara. I know some of you are like, what? And others are like, yup, right? Full variety of prices we're talking about here, but I need you to understand. If you spend $30 on a mascara, and let's say that you only use it for 3 months because you should. Like, you are tossing it after 3 months, right? I'm going to talk to you about that in a moment, right? You want to get rid of it and buy a new one because what happens, you got to remember, you're putting this on your eyeball. Like, your eyes, you just want to keep them safe, and bacteria breeds in here. And so you want to replenish it on a 3-month cycle. So the question is, how often do you swipe that $30 mascara over your lashes? How often, right? If you're not wearing makeup on a regular basis, let's say you wear it once a month. That means that you're spending $10 per swipe. Every time you put mascara on, you have decided that it's going to cost you $10. I don't know about you, but when I think about that, I suddenly feel like I've been taken advantage of. I'm like, wait a second. I didn't agree to that. That's not what I was signing up for when I bought that like super expensive top of the line mascara that now that I think about it, I'm not really sure does all the things that I want it to do. Like, what's happening? However, if you wear it 4 times a week, then that's getting you closer to like 48 swipes per tube. And that gets you to 63 cents per swipe. Suddenly you're like, it's the deal of the century. That makes a ton of sense. I'll spend 63 times every time I put on my mascara. No problem. I have no problem with that. And then, speaking of my mascara, I'm currently using the Honest Beauty mascara. Y'all, this is $17 and it gets me to 35 cents per swipe if I'm using it on average 4 times a week. I'm just saying, that makes total sense to me. So what you want to do, if you're going to purchase it, use it. That is the name of the game, okay? So that's going to bring us to our action step for today, because I don't even waste my time giving you these videos if I'm not going to give you an action step and something specific you can do to change things in a positive direction for you. So I want you to grab some tape. You can do washi tape, masking tape. I wouldn't do Scotch tape unless you're going to just like put a little piece of, like, I use this to cover up my webcam when I'm not using it. I just put a little piece of Post-it underneath it. That'll totally work. And what I want you to do, you're going to put the dollar amount that you spent on the product. If you're doing your mascara, put the date of when you start using it and then put 3 months in advance, okay? Was I covering that the whole time? I hope not. 3 months in advance from this moment of when you are going to be done. So I started this January 26th. I'm done with it April 26th. It's a goner. I will buy a new one. But you want to put the amount. So put $17 on this tube so that it's going to make you mindful. I want you for 1 week, take a Post-it note. And I want you to just make a tally of every time you use that one particular product. Just do it with one. Don't worry about your whole makeup collection. So if mascara is one of those things that you tend to use whenever you put on makeup, put a tally mark for that 1 week. I want you to then make the calculation. How much, what I did was I multiplied average of 4 times of use by about 4 weeks in a month. So whatever you are using, right, $17, you're going to divide that by 46 because you would get, wait, hold on, that is not the right number I used. Divided by 16. 16, okay? That is going to help you understand what your investment per use is out of your actual item. And from there, ask yourself, is it worth the investment? And if it's not, you got to use it more often. Okay? That's going to help you. But you also want to think about use over time. With mascara, you just chuck it after 3 months. With the powder, you're going to use that for a year, maybe 2, right? With the lipstick, you're absolutely going to use that for a year. So suddenly, you're getting a lot more value for the investment you initially made when you purchased that item. And that is what I call a win. Got it? Cool. All right, so I want you, before you leave, I want you to check out 85 Beauty Society. It's the private Facebook group, and I post in there a lot more regularly, including this morning. I did today's makeup look, less than 10 minutes. I showed you exactly how to do it and taught you some tips and tricks of how you can do fast makeup and the way that I was able to do this without having to think too hard about it. So all of that kind of like nitty gritty stuff that you may be more interested in, I only post that in 85 Beauty Society, so you want to join. Also, I absolutely talk about the private makeup lessons. I'm going to be back on here in like 2 minutes to tell you all about that. But that's a place where you can go ahead and watch the video and hear all about it. We can chat also. You can DM me, but that's a place where you can get all the information. Okay? So I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you next week. All right. Stay fabulous. Bye.